Hi everyone, Miss Waffa here with another video. As promised, I will be putting out content every Friday, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the future videos that I will be providing you for the IELTS exam. Today we will be discussing the IELTS Writing Task 1 academic section. I will walk you through what you should expect when you are doing your IELTS academic section, as well as the methods you should use that will help you score a high band. Then I will go into explaining the IELTS band descriptors and what you need to do in order to score a band 9. Finally, I will give you a sample answer of a band 9 writing task 1. Just a little bit about myself. I am a certified English teacher in Canada, and I have been coaching students on the IELTS exam for the past 6 years. So I decided to create this YouTube channel to share all the knowledge I have with you that have helped hundreds of my students pass the IELTS examination. Also, please check out my website at eslwords.com, where you will find lots of articles that I have wrote with strategies to help you on your IELTS journey. As I mentioned before, I put out videos every Friday, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on all this great information I will be providing to you. So here's what to expect when you are writing the IELTS Writing Task 1. So you'll be given a visual chart, diagram, graph, and this image will come with data. So it will maybe include some percentages, some numbers, and what you'll have to do with that information is you'll have 20 minutes to take out the most important information, and you'll need to write a 150-word minimum description of the image. You need to make sure that you are able to include relevant information, and you don't need to state the obvious. Rather, try to make comparisons between two data figures, or talk about certain specific points. So just remember that you only have 20 minutes, so it's very, very important that you learn how to manage your time, as well as follow my tips to help you organize your information in a manner that is concise and clear. So here are some methods you need to use to help you score a high band. Your paragraphs must be organized and structured, as I mentioned, in a manner that makes the most sense. If you're not too sure how to organize your paragraphs, no worries. I've actually included a link down below that will help you structure your paragraphs and what you should include in each paragraph, as well as how many words each paragraph should be. So that way you are aware of not writing in a redundant manner, and you want to make sure you don't use filler words. You just are clear and to the point of what the question is asking you. So as I mentioned earlier, you only have 20 minutes. 20 minutes is such a short amount of time. So you need to walk in there knowing how you are going to manage your time and where you will be spending the most time on. Your answer should also be written in the same tense form from the question. So for example, if they're speaking in present form in the question, then your answer should also be in the present tense. Don't change it up and stick to one tense. So here's a big tip I have for you. If you are hoping to score at least an 8 band and higher, then I highly recommend that you become familiar with using different sentence types throughout your answer. So as you see here, I've included sentence types that you can use that will help you score a high band. So compound sentences, as you see, are an example of this sentence above. I want to lose weight, but I eat McDonald's every day. Whereas complex sentences are a sentence like this: I am a successful business owner because I work very hard from the beginning. Whereas conditional sentences are: if I'm late for work, comma, I will get fired. And last but not the least, adjective clauses are sentences such as: the old man, comma, who tripped over the rock got hurt. So you want to make sure that you include these different sentence types in your answer to score a high band. As I mentioned, I've watched many of my students succeed in their IELTS exam using these strategies that I am recommending you to use. And if you aren't sure how to practice these different sentence types, no worries. I'm going to discuss that in another slide coming soon, so stay tuned. So when we're looking at the band descriptors, which is pretty much the assessment criteria, what the examiner will be assessing you on, you will be assessed on 4 different main sections. So task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range, and accuracy. So first, let's look into task achievement. So if you want to score a high band, then the expectation is that you were able to highlight the detailed information of the visual and the main ideas are relevant. And next is coherence and cohesion. So with coherence and cohesion, if you are expecting to get a band 9, then you should be able to organize your information into paragraphs effectively, and each paragraph should focus on one central topic. So guys, it's so important that you're able to stay on topic and that you are not discussing 2 different topics in one paragraph. As I mentioned before, I have included a link down below with a guide on how you could organize your information per paragraph. So make sure you check that out, as I think this will really, really help you. And I would be so happy to hear that you scored a high band in your IELTS exam. So also with coherence and cohesion, you need to be able to use linking and linking words in the passage, and you've used it in an excellent manner. Also, you need to be able to make references back to the image, back to the question that was given to you. Next, lexical resource, you need to be able to use a wide range of vocabulary that is specific to the topic. So you want to show the examiner that although that word is not written in the question, you are able to pull out this word and mention it in your answer. Also, you need to make sure that you don't have any spelling errors and no wrong word formations. Last but not least, for grammatical range and accuracy, you will be marked on having no errors in your sentences and a variety of complex sentence structures. So as I mentioned, the different sentence structures earlier, these will really, really help you score a high band in your IELTS exam. So I highly, highly recommend that you take these steps into consideration, because every little step will help you score a higher band. So here's a sample question that you may get for writing task 1. This is a bar graph, and it talks about the average minutes that are spent per gender a day in the household for household tasks. So for example, the blue represents the males and the pink represents the females. So the first one says cooking, cleaning the house, gardening, caring for children, maintenance work, and the last one is laundry and ironing. So you want to be able to take this information, extract certain specific points, maybe compare 2 different sections, and be able to write at least 150 words minimum answer. The next slide I will show you is an example answer that would score you a band 9 in your IELTS exam. So here is a band 9 example answer. The bar chart represents the average number of minutes per day men and women in Europe spend on housekeeping jobs around their accommodation. The trend suggests that women tend to complete more household chores in comparison to men. In general, men are shown to prefer gardening compared to other tasks such as cleaning the house. This is quite evident since women spend most of their time in the kitchen cooking. Meanwhile, maintenance work is a job women spend the least amount of time doing. According to the information shown, men barely spend an hour on household tasks daily, whereas women spend slightly more than an hour. In fact, women spend more than twice as much time in the kitchen at 65 minutes daily. Meanwhile, men don't even spend more than 30 minutes on kitchen responsibilities. Also, women put in more than twice as much as men when it comes to caring for their children. On the other hand, men are more active in the garden where they spend twice as much time as women. In addition to this, men spend approximately 20 minutes more than women do on maintenance and odd jobs around the house. Finally, there is a significant difference between women and men when it comes to laundry and clothes ironing. Women are seen spending more than 30 minutes daily, whereas men don't even spend 10 minutes. So as you could see here, the minimum word requirement for task 1 is 150 words, and I recommend that you write a maximum of 225 to 230 words. So as you could see, this essay is written very clearly. There's no filler words. We're using comparisons with the image in the previous slide. We are not stating the obvious. Rather, we're extracting information that we have seen. So if you are able to write your writing task 1 in this manner, then I will guarantee you that you can score a high band. If you are not sure, again, how to start your IELTS writing task 1, then check out my description box as I will include all the information that will help you and guide you write your IELTS writing task 1. Also, if you're wondering why this writing task 1 does not need a conclusion, then make sure you check out my my link down below where I explain why conclusion is not needed for writing task 1. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you found the information helpful that I shared with you. As I mentioned earlier, please subscribe to my YouTube channel as I will be putting out content every Friday to help you with your IELTS exam. And make sure you check out my website where you'll find a lot more articles that will help you in every part. And make sure you check out my website at eslwords.com where you'll find other articles that will help you with different strategies in your IELTS test.